What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Jamahal Hill versus Anthony Smith. So I just saw Jamahal Hill post on his Instagram that this fight is going down. My initial thoughts is that this is not a good fight for Anthony Smith, but let's dive into it. All right, so let's go over their stats. So Anthony Smith is 34 years old, 6'4", 76-inch reach. He is a orthodox stance striker. Jamahal Hill, 31 years old, 6'4", 79-inch reach. This is kind of significant. Jamahal Hill is a southpaw. Always kind of tricky for orthodox strikers because southpaws encounter way more orthodox strikers than the other way around. Fighting a southpaw, they have that lead right hook over the top. They could slip to the right, rip to the body. You have that rear left kick to the body. Of course, high kick as well. But the same weapons that a southpaw has against an orthodox striker has against a southpaw in reverse. The only thing again is that orthodox strikers encounter way less southpaws than the other way around. So southpaws are a lot more comfortable engaging striking wise with an orthodox striker. Now Jamahal Hill is he's a banger. Mixed martial arts record, 11 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest. 7 wins via KO TKO. He has 1 loss himself via knockout. What's interesting about Jamahal is that his power carries over into the later rounds. It's not only first round stoppages for him. Certainly he has some first round stoppages, but there's a mixture there. He's stopping guys in the 3rd round. It's kind of impressive. Right now Jamahal Hill is on a 3-fight win streak, all stoppages. What fight impressed me the most was his fight against Thiago Santos. How many people can go toe-to-toe with Thiago Santos when that guy's on? And Thiago Santos in that fight actually looked better than he has in recent fights for the Jamahal Hill fight. He was throwing some heat, man. He was throwing some heat. He landed on Jamahal Hill. Jamahal Hill ate them. Kept coming, kept firing back at Thiago Santos. Eventually got the stoppage. In the 4th round, like I said, man, Jamahal Hill's a beast and he can knock you out in the 1st round or in the later rounds. Talking about his UFC stats, strikes landed per minute, 6.46. Striking accuracy, 52%. Strikes absorbed per minute, 3.51. Striking defense, 45%. Takedown defense, I think this is significant, 65% takedown defense. Now compare those with Anthony Smith's stats. So strikes landed per minute, 2.99 for Anthony Smith. Jamahal Hill's busier. He's just nonstop go, just throwing bombs at you the whole fight. Striking accuracy, 47% comparable. Strikes absorbed per minute for Anthony Smith, 4.37. Striking defense, 42%. This is significant. Takedown accuracy, 27%. For Jamahal Hill is 0. He doesn't go for takedowns. Takedown defense for Anthony Smith, 48%. Submission average for Anthony Smith, 0.7. For Jamahal Hill, it's 0. Anthony Smith's record has been a lot more spotty than Jamahal Hill in recent fights. So Anthony Smith lost to Magomed Ankalaev. Kind of no shame in that. There was an injury there. Plus Ankalaev he's good, man. Prior to that, Anthony Smith was on a 3-fight win streak. He defeated Ryan Spann, Jimmy Crute, and Devin Clark. So general thoughts on this fight, the more durable guy to me is Jamahal Hill. From what I saw currently, like in that Thiago Santos fight, Anthony Smith is a super tough dude. I'm not taking anything away from him, but I feel like right now I might lean towards Jamahal Hill. Durability wise, based off of their stats and fight style, Jamahal Hill definitely is more chaotic. He's more erratic. He's wilder on the feet. He's throwing a lot more. Anthony Smith tends to be a little bit more methodical, pick his shots, but he does stay busy. Height and reach, I mean, height's not going to be a factor. Reach, I think is going to be a factor. It's pretty significant. I mean, you think it's only 3 inches, but when you know how to strike long and fight long, it matters. Anthony Smith knows how to fight long as well. He's very good with those front kicks, those teep kicks, keeping guys at bay, picking his shots. I feel like Anthony Smith does his best work sitting on the outside, fighting at his own pace. Jamahal Hill, I think he does best in the chaos. Not clean, methodical striking. I think Jamahal Hill likes to bait guys into brawls and exchanging with him because he has so much confidence in his knockout power and ability to take a shot and give one. And he feels, and often he's correct, that he could take what you dish out and he's going to put you away with his. I don't necessarily see Anthony Smith taking down Jamahal Hill. If he does get him to the mat, Anthony Smith actually has some pretty damn solid BJJ. Very formidable on the ground. If he does get Jamahal Hill down and gains top position, might be bad for Jamahal Hill. But Jamahal Hill has displayed some good takedown defense, man. Good takedown defense, good footwork, ability to keep the fight on the feet. I think striking wise, who's going to be vulnerable? I mean, for me, I think Anthony Smith is going to be in a little bit more danger as opposed to Jamahal Hill being in danger. Kind of like the Adesanya versus Pereira fight. Every time those guys got into an exchange, you're kind of thinking like, ooh, like it's a little dangerous for Izzy. Like Izzy was working him, he was catching him, but at any moment, Pereira can land a big shot. And that's pretty much what happened once he boxed him in. Now, if Anthony Smith could dictate the pace of this fight, if he can keep Jamahal Hill at range, if he can keep him off of him, he might do well. But the thing is, can you keep a guy with the hands of Jamahal Hill? He's got speed, he's got length, he got reach. He knows how to blitz guys. He can cover distance going forward quite well. It's like all he has to do is crack you like one good time and it could be a wrap. I'm not sure if Anthony Smith can fight the perfect fight for the whole fight and not get caught. I say that, but Anthony Smith put away Ryan Spann, who's an explosive, dangerous striker. It's a good fight. It's winnable for Anthony Smith. If I had to lean towards somebody, I'm going to lean towards Jamahal Hill. I think Jamahal Hill's hot right now. I think he's on a run. I think his confidence is at an all-time high. For some reason, man, I feel like Jamahal Hill is a little bit more durable. He's had a lot less fights, a lot less wars. He can't keep fighting like the way he did against Thiago Santos, I'll tell you that. But I feel like he's fresher, and I think he can take more damage. And I think if he makes this into a blow for blow, brawl type exchange fight, I think eventually he's going to catch Anthony Smith and hurt him. If Smith can mix it up and get this fight to the mat, his odds of winning are going to greatly increase. I'm not sure if it's going to be easy. From what I've seen, Smith doesn't get like double legs in the center of the cage. He gets guys against the fence and he tries to work things from there. Jamahal seems strong. He knows how to spin off the cage. His clinch game seems pretty good. I think I'm leaning towards Jamahal Hill. If I had to put a ratio on it, I'm going to say 60-40 Jamahal Hill. But the thing is with Anthony Smith, the guy is super talented. He is a phenomenal fighter. When he's on, good luck beating that guy. But I feel like Anthony Smith can fade in a fight. I feel like in the first round or two, he's an absolute monster if he's confident. If the fight's not going his way, I feel like his confidence starts slipping and you can see like a decline in his effectiveness in the fight. I'm not saying he breaks, but you could certainly see the fight slipping away from him. I'm going with Jamahal Hill, 60-40 in this fight. He has great cardio. He can go and go. We've seen him keep up a crazy pace. He has awesome volume. He's got dynamite in his hands. He's got good takedown defense. He has a granite chin. I think at some point he will catch Anthony Smith, but we'll see. Maybe Anthony Smith goes in there and picks him apart. You never know. He's that talented. But you guys let me know in the comment section who takes this fight. Do you have Anthony Smith or you got Jamahal Hill? Appreciate you guys watching this segment. Once this fight takes place, we'll come back and talk about it as usual. Until then, you guys take care.